Good Lord. Good sweet Lord, what am I doing awake right now? It is 9:43 in the morning. Why? Why must you do this to me, Nintendo? Welcome to the stream, everyone. First of all, thank you for stopping by. This is Nintendo Direct, March 27th, 2025. Today is my father's birthday. And to give the gift of him being born, Nintendo decides they will celebrate themselves by doing a Switch 1 Direct 6 days before they reveal the Switch 2. Just great job. Great fucking job. You guys really knocked it out of the park with that one. But hello, thank you to all who wished me happy birthday, including Jacob. I see you in chat. Hello. You've been up since 6:30 or so. I've been up since about 2 p.m. yesterday. Just because that's when my body decided to wake up. And so the fucking that's what. Actually, no, maybe more like 3, but still. It's crazy, that this whole being awake thing. But yeah, there's a direct today, which is why I'm live now. I'm not gonna be live for much longer after the direct. We'll do a little bit of talking like we normally do, after the show, but I'm fucking tired as shit, so I'm going to bed after this. Don't expect too much. You haven't seen this avatar before. Oh, well, thank you. The VTuber's new. It's like, what? A week old as of today, actually. Wow. Yep. I love it. One of my really, really close friends, Ellie, made it because she wanted to fill out her portfolio for modeling and rigging and designing VTubers, and I am incredibly grateful that she decided that she wanted to work on this with me. And so I wrote some music for her in exchange, so that way it wasn't completely one-sided, and I still feel like I owe her so much because so much work went into this model. But yeah, I like it. It's got a few different features. I can, with the redemption of channel points, I can lose my hair or eye patch or beard. And then on command, I can change my colors. Whoa! I usually do this. I also have alternate color scheme that I can switch to at any given moment. This fucking dude. Look at this guy. Oh, this guy right here. Now I'm blue. And if I was green, I would die. I also have the other best alternate color scheme, which is blue again, but memeier blue. Because it's got I Heart Among Us shirt. Something's going on down there. And then there's just a dude in my eye. As it happens, and just the sandwich, you know how it is. But yeah, red is the default, so I like sticking with that generally. The one thing I got to figure out how to do is to make it so the default has the beard on. I like the beard being on by default. I mean, you can change that with channel points. You can add or remove. If it was removed, then you can add it back with channel points, or you can just remove it and leave it removed. That's fine, but I like the default having the beard on. So I gotta figure out how to make that adjustment. But other than that, yeah, the model's fucking great. I typically keep it pretty zoomed in towards its face, but it has like lighting on the coat and stuff. Hey, but this isn't supposed to be about me talking about my model. As much as I love to talk about myself, because I'm a greedy, selfish asshole. We're gonna talk about a Nintendo Direct and my predictions therein before the show begins. And that is to say, I don't have a lot of predictions. But here's what I really think genuinely is gonna happen at this show right now. We're gonna see Metroid Prime 4. We're gonna see probably not Pokemon ZA, because Pokemon will do that on their own terms. And then probably just a bunch of remakes. Now, granted, I have been reminded that the 3DS was supported like into fucking 2019 when the Switch launched in 2017. So there's a very high chance that the Switch 1 will remain being supported for some time after the Switch 2 comes out. I mean, hell, even PlayStation did that with the PS5 and the PS4 for the longest time. And considering the PS5's backwards compatibility, that's not a huge issue. I'm not really sure what it would look like for Nintendo. We've never really seen Nintendo like continue to support a console that's directly backwards compatible, where their successor is directly backwards compatible with it. So like with the NES and SNES, those went on for well into the next console's lives. I think Wario's Woods on the NES, when did that release? I'm pretty sure that was like an extremely late release. Wario's Woods NES release date 1994. Yeah, and the N64 was 2 years later. And the SNES was 2 years before, I think, right? 92? Or was it 91? I wasn't alive. I wasn't even a zygote. So, you know, I had no idea. Let's see, what was the last released NES game? The Lion King PAL exclusive title on May 25th, 1995. Officially. I know there was like a DuckTales game or something that came out like within the last year, I think, and they made like an NES cartridge version of that game in like 2024, but it had some problems because like it wasn't officially licensed, I think, and there was like some weird like power compatibilities with the cartridge itself versus the NES, where like if you actually put that in an NES, it had potential to like fry your NES, which wasn't great. I'm pretty sure they rectified that. But regardless of that, since the NES and Super Nintendo, we haven't really seen Nintendo continue to support a home console after the next console's released. So I'll be curious to see how long the Switch 1 is continued to be supported after the Switch 2 comes out. But when it comes to like handhelds and consoles, those, you know, operate separately for the longest time. You know, the 3DS and the Wii U and the 3DS and the Switch. You know, the 3DS was its own set of generations. The Wii U and Switch was its own set of generations, right? So it didn't quite line up right there. So when the 3DS was done, it was done. But kind of with the Switch itself, it kind of made the idea of a dedicated handheld to be just like pointless. Because now you can have console quality games on the go. And it always felt like for the longest time, while Nintendo was doing a great job at making their handhelds worth a damn, it was always like a generation behind of what Nintendo's latest console was. And considering that Nintendo's consoles are always a generation behind what everyone else is doing, you know, the DS was comparable to an N64, GBA was basically a Super Nintendo. Not quite, but, you know, 3DS was sort of a GameCube, you know. And then the Switch was just like, okay, well, we're just gonna do handheld and console. And the console side might suffer a little bit, but it'll bring the handheld up to par. So, but that's more Switch 2 discussion on what that's gonna look like. More so, I guess I just expect this Direct to not really have that much. I'd love to be wrong. My VTuber eye is going apeshit whenever I look over here. Look at it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, do you guys have any predictions? I don't really have much. Like I said, Prime 4... I mean, there's the default ones you can always say, like the Zelda remakes. Or, yeah, the Fire Emblem remake, I think is a common rumor. There was like a rumor of like a Kirby Planet Robobot remake like several months ago. I wouldn't mind that remake, but I don't think I would get it day one. I've never played Robobot, and I've heard it's like the best one, but the last Kirby game we got was a remake, so if I'm in a Kirby mood, I'm in a new Kirby mood, you know? As far as buying Kirby games. I mean, maybe one day I would get the Planet Robobot remake if it were real, but I just don't think I want it, personally. Probably get this set up, shouldn't I? Here we go. Directo. I have 5 minutes left until this actually begins. I need to have my music pulled up as well and be ready to mute that once the show actually starts. Yeah, there's gonna be no Pokemon here, because Pokemon will do their own thing. I don't really know what else. Also, I'm noticing that the VTuber mouth is being very unresponsive. I promise you, I'm opening my mouth. I'm not doing ventriloquism. I still have some things that I need to adjust with this. It might be the lighting in this room, because the lighting in here is kind of shit. And I have a ring light, but, like, I don't get to use its full extent because there's a bunch of monitors in the way. Let's see. Mouth open. How about we make 0.08 there. Maybe that'll help. Maybe? No? Okay. See, here's the thing. There's only two moods that the mouth on this thing can do. It can either do, like, phantom registrations where my mouth is completely closed and it thinks it's like a jar. Just jaw on the floor. Or there's the alternate, which is I'm not moving my mouth when you clearly hear me talking. What I need to do is I need to do what I did with the Wonko model, which is sync it to my vowels. My phone is going apeshit. Everyone is going live. I know this isn't a very original concept to be doing a reaction to a direct, so I apologize to anyone who's like, wow, you really fell off. But I've watched Directs live pretty much since the Switch started being a thing. Not everyone have I covered, but I've covered most of them. So I do this not necessarily out of like, oh my god, it's the YouTuber thing to do. Oh my god, reactions. More just, I don't know. It's fun for me. So you're working from home, so I had to mute you when I took a call. Outside the context of the stream, Jacob, you and I need to catch up on some stuff. I'm assuming you're not working at that same place that you were previously working at. Not to, like, dox you or anything. You don't have to mention anything about it, but just, like, if you're working from home, that's news to me. I remember listening to the live when Sora was announced for Smash. Same place, just customer service. Oh, okay. Yeah, a few of the Smash Brothers Directs happened when I was at work, so I couldn't cover them live. That was honestly a big problem for a while with a lot of places. Yeah, work was in the way of me being able to actually view them live. So the ones that I haven't covered live, that would be why. Some of them I didn't watch like live per se, but then I waited until I was out of work and then I watched it. And then there were others where I was just way too excited and I just watched it right away. This one I'm actually live for. When it is live. And I regret staying awake, but we're gonna do it. Don't make me regret it, Nintendo. Okay. Well, this already came out. I guess this is gonna be the 1 and 2 remakes. Time to get the DMCA'd. Leading with Dragon Quest HD 2Ds is just like... I guess Dragon Quest fans are like popping off, but like... Considering we just got 3 HD 2D... And I wanted to play it, but I just didn't get around to it. I'm just like, okay, more Dragon Quest, that's fine. My thing is with Dragon Quest is I love Dragon Ball. I love Toriyama. And I'm not the hater of the HD 2D art style like some people are. I think it does look nice, but from what little I have played of Dragon Quest, it is very intentionally just like it's very intentionally just generic RPG.
And I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct.
And that seems like harsh, but like from what I understand, that's kind of what they like pride themselves on. It's like gameplay-wise, is they very much intend to just stay normal.
Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd. So please tune
How's
in
the
for
volume,
that
by the way?
well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
No, there's not going to be any Smash.
Another character
Sakurai's next game will probably be at Switch 2.
We hope you're excited for more information.
Sakurai did tweet the word interesting.
Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
He retweeted this direct announcement and said, interesting. No hope. This isn't Xenoblade Chronicles X. I don't give a shit. No rescue. Am I supposed to know what this is? Is this AI the Insomnium files? Yeah.
The latest entry in the the Somnium Files series
Wait,
is
it's not
stirring.
AI, it's I?
You are Kaname Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye.
Wow, this
Your
really
mission
does look
is
like
to
Switch
track down
graphics.
Iris, an internet idol who has been trapped
I'm always
in a
gonna say that
mysterious
every
escape
time someone makes a Switch port, it's cool to
Conduct
see stuff on
interviews to
Switch, but
investigate Iris's
man, I no
whereabouts.
longer want to play anything that's not first-party
Dive
Nintendo
into
on
a
Switch.
subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their
I don't even
psyche
know if like Switch 2 is gonna change
and
that.
solve mind-bending puzzles in an
Hell, I don't even
explorable
want to play
environment.
first-party Nintendo sometimes on Switch.
Everything you learn will
Xenoblade
bring you
X
one
is
step
great,
closer
but, like,
to the truth.
I don't know. Echoes of
Uncover
Wisdom's
what's hidden in
performance
reality
left some
and
things to be
dreams
desired.
rescue Iris.
It was mostly fine, but
No sleep for
Mario and
Konami
Luigi
Dante
Brothership had a
from
lot of
the
problems
Somnium Files.
with its performance,
Launches on the Nintendo
frame rate,
Switch
and
system,
loading
July
times,
25th.
especially. Graphically, it looked fine, I guess.
Unleash the supernatural.
Detective Jojo. Is this Shin Megami? Shin Megamind.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics
Just
and
kidding.
enhanced gameplay.
Probably same artist though.
Set in the capital city in the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the
devil's
capital,
lettuce?
Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases.
What the hell is that following
Fight
him?
in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work
Are
with
we
your
sure
demons
that
to
this
strike
isn't
an
Shin
enemy's
Megami
weak point,
Tensei?
Then follow up with a powerful
No, this is
attack.
more like an action game.
Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies.
But it
Demons
is
can also be
basically that,
useful
yes.
outside
Oh,
of
there's Jack
battle,
Frost.
and their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations.
Remember when
Guide
Atlas
Raido
made
through a
a
series
Jack
of
Frost
strange
game on the
incidents.
Virtual Boy?
Assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers a conspiracy that
How'd
will
they
shake
get away
the
with that?
capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless
Raido.
Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th.
June.
Pre-orders begin later
Alright,
today
so
on
we're
Nintendo
seeing June
eShop.
release dates.
Consume darkness.
Also, aside from just seeing the visuals of
With
it,
your memories
that
gone,
Dragon Quest
you have been
HD
summoned to a
2D
strange,
announcement
unfamiliar
really
world
didn't give us anything new.
where you're greeted by a yellow orb known as Puck.
Oh, it's this fucking game with
But
like
who
the
is this
spooky
spherical
Pac-Man.
stranger? Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world,
I saw this
your
at the Game
battle for
Awards.
survival begins.
think.
As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the expansive world. By examining your surroundings, you can phase
It
shift
looks
and
like
combine with Puck
freeware.
to explore areas you couldn't reach
Like
before.
graphics. Or like it
But
looks like it's
tread
maybe
lightly.
made in like
The
Game
creatures
Maker.
inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal
Of
and
conquering
devour
the
enemies
universe.
to survive this cruel world.
Yeah.
Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch.
I mean, it looks
July
like a good
18th.
game, but once again, I would just be like,
The rhythmic march begins.
I don't know. I would just feel like I'd rather play that on something
Remasters of
other than
Patapon
Switch.
and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle. Play your drum to the beat and give different commands to the
There's a
Patapon
chat member
army.
who I'm seeing their
example,
messages on the overlay, but I am not
Patapon
seeing it on my
advances them
chatty
forward.
instance.
While Pon
I don't know why, but hello.
has them attack.
Let me refresh
And if
chatty.
you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever
Uh-oh,
mode.
another
and get a
instance of
big
VTube
boost in
Studio is
power.
opening. Oh, fuck.
From the horse-riding Kibapon to the
Okay.
shield-savvy Tatepon.
What is
Build
this?
up your battalion
Sorry.
to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
What did you
Leave
miss?
the Patapons and march forth. when Patapon 1
Patapon
plus 2
1 and
Replay
2
launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th.
You missed the Pac-Man game from Game Awards.
Welcome to Zephyr Town, a cozy place nestled in a windswept
What is
valley.
this?
This is where your new life begins.
This Fae Farm. Oh, Story of Seasons.
First cropping up on the Nintendo
I like
DS
Harvest Moon.
system, this immersive farming
Is
and
that a
life
brand
sim
new
has
one?
no shortage of activities to get up to.
I haven't played Harvest Moon in forever, though.
Tend to your farm while growing crops
Truthfully,
and caring
the
for
last
animals.
one I played was A Wonderful Life
Then
on
sell your
GameCube. I didn't
produce
even play
and
the
other
remake,
wares
but
at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once
Megan
famous
might like
market
this. I
regain
don't
its
know.
former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend
like
more
the art
time
style.
with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone.
this is a game that, like, yeah, I could see
Plus,
myself playing it
taking
on Switch. It
advantage
looks
of
fine
Zephyr
enough.
Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a
I mean, it
breeze.
doesn't. It's not like a looker. The frame rate looks like it's struggling, but
Here we go!
The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the
August.
Nintendo Switch
Jesus.
system August 27th.
that's pretty late.
Please look forward
Switch
to
2
the
will
latest entry
definitely
in the
be out
Story
by
of
then.
Seasons series. Next,
Probably.
please take a look at this.
Sorry. Didn't actually mean to pause it for a second there. Trying to click into the window. Here's Metroid Prime. Wait, they're not cliffhanging it, or they're not like bookending it with Prime. This looks great. Yo. Purple.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Vuros.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle.
God damn, this
with a
game looks
colossal
great.
tree at its
Like,
center.
visually. You won't
In order
often
to
hear me
survive
say this, but
and
this
escape
game
this planet that she was
puts
unexpectedly
even Xenoblade
transported to.
visuals to shame.
Samus
Not to
must
shame,
scan
but
stone
like it
figures
rivals it.
and other relics to carve a path forward.
Maybe to shame. I don't know, this game just looks great. I'm not as big of a Metroid fan
She's not
as
alone,
some.
though. Abhorrent.
I've played
alien
all of the
creatures
Prime games.
living in the jungle are waiting to
And
strike.
all of the 2D games except for the second one. Because I have no easy way of playing that, and I'm not playing the Game Boy version. And the 3DS version is like... Well, it's the 3DS version, so do what you will with
As
that.
she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers.
I don't think I'm missing much.
Psychic abilities.
Oh, in Other M,
These
I have not
powers
played that.
allow Samus to operate mechanisms
Okay.
and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the
Yo.
power of her
It's the
mind.
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Bubble Blast.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Oh, this is cool. Nice purple visor. God, this game looks so good. Like visually.
What will be her fate after being summoned
I
to
can't-
Vuros?
I can't tell you if it's going to actually be a good game.
And time
Prime 3
are
was
beginning
mixed
to
for me.
weave a new
And I
tale.
like Prime 2 more than I like Prime 1, but like visually that is coming out to be a great game. We still don't have a release date? Really? That's definitely cross-compatible with Switch 2 then. Ooh, red suit. Yo, she could turn into a Ford F-150.
It looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring
I
with
can't
Samus's
believe we
new
still don't have a
psychic
release
abilities.
date on that. That's
Okay.
wild.
Let's move on to some more headlines.
If it's not cross-compatible, or like if there's not like a Switch 2 version of that game, then that leads me to believe that Switch 2 in and of itself will enhance Switch 1 games. Because there's no way that game currently doesn't have a release date and comes out when the Switch 2 is already out and just is okay.
And get to know them in a new
I mean, that
light.
looks fantastic
Mix
as
ingredients
is,
to brew
so
all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to
this
your
is another game
villainous
that I think
visitors,
Megan would like.
including
But-
Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your
Yzma.
ingredients to produce
I
some
finally have seen
wildly
that movie
wicked
recently.
creations.
Emperor's
The
New Groove.
potions you make can influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time
Why
you
is
play.
Captain Hook?
Who knows
look like a
what
hipster?
mischief might happen?
Well, I guess
Disney
everyone
Villains
here
Cursed
does.
Cafe
They're at a
launches on
cafe.
Nintendo Switch
Guess that's the
later
point.
today.
Wow, it's available today! Holy shit!
Summon a
I'm shitting
spellbinding
myself
adventure.
right now!
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts.
The fact that Prime wasn't
During
what they
class,
ended on
use magic
leaves
circles
me
to
most
perform
intrigued.
rituals.
Because they always
Fly on
save their
brooms.
biggest thing for the end
and
of the
learn
show.
advanced techniques to go from witch in training.
But so
to
far, this
skilled
direct is
spellcaster.
very as predicted.
There's also plenty
Not a
to
lot
do
I'm
outside of
personally
class.
interested in.
Hang out with friends at their homes.
If the Planet Robobot remake is what they're saving
Take
for
on
last,
various
it's like,
jobs to
okay,
help pay for tuition.
I don't know if I think that
Or
that's
use the
that
spells
amazing.
you've learned to craft and sell original items.
If that's even a
Plus,
real
up to
thing. I
4
don't know.
players can make magic together in online co-op. Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond.
The pixel art looks nice.
Are
Kinda
you
reminds
ready
me of,
for a spellbinding journey?
Oh, that's cool. Kind of reminds me of
Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto
What's it?
Nintendo Switch this holiday.
the Sea of Stars video game.
Action, adventure, and arcade games await. Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure,
This
you'll
looks great.
explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide.
always appreciate
Upgrade your
hand-drawn
trusty
stuff.
cane with magical parts.
You know,
then use its abilities to find your own path
that makes
through the
me think.
enchanting world. Can you
Hand-drawn
uncover
thing.
the secrets the
What could their
archipelago
last
holds?
announcement possibly
Find out
be?
when the Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch.
You know
this
what
holiday.
I was gonna say without even saying it.
Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the
Didn't
series.
Sakurai make a Gradius
Titles
game?
include Gradius, Salamander,
Or what was that on the
Force.
DS?
Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years.
Wow.
Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3. Gradius Origins launches on the
As
Nintendo
someone
Switch
who
system
struggled
August
with the
7th.
shmup
Pre-orders
segments of
begin later
Undertale, I
today
think this
on
game would
Nintendo
give me
eShop.
a migraine.
Battle to the beat in Rift of
Oh,
the
I wanna
Necro
play this.
Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence
Dancer's
going
great.
with epic boss battles, quirky minigames, remixed stages, and global leaderboards. Plus,
So
more
it's-
musical mayhem awaits in the Select
Necro
Music
Dancer, but it's
Pack
Guitar
ATLC. And be on the lookout for more DLC in the future. Rift of the Necro Dancer launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Is that a shadow drop or did we know that? I don't know.
Let's see what's in store.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure. No, it's Tamagotchi.
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry
I'm sorry,
in the Tamagotchi
how did you pronounce
Connection
that?
series. There are
Tamagotchi?
stores galore. Design glasses at
Tamagotchis.
the eyewear shop. polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores need
Yeah, but it's
your
not
help.
Hello Kitty Island Adventure, so I'll pass.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop.
No, it's
In
Tamagotchi.
doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the
Stop saying it
town
like that.
livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business
Seems like
is
a
sure
kid's
to be
game.
booming.
Really?
Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi
No, I think that
Plaza
one's.
launches on
I think that
Nintendo
one's going to be
Switch
rated
June
AO.
27th.
Actually, the sex scene will go wild in that game. Okay, I was wrong. I really didn't think that this was going to be here.
Welcome to
What
Pokemon
more do they have
Legends
to say
CA,
already?
A new title in the Pokemon series. You'll begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this
I think
metropolis.
this looks a
that also
little
appeared
better,
in the Pokemon
like
X and
visually
Pokemon Y
than
games. Lumio
The first
City.
Legends game.
To make it easier
I didn't
for people
play
and
the
Pokemon
most
to
recent
coexist,
gen,
a company named
but I've
Quasartico
seen
Inc. is
things.
carrying out an
I've seen the
urban
Awuga
redevelopment
eyes
plan.
coming out the head,
Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon
but
and
it's
people
still
of Lumio
very,
City.
very, very crusty. And I wish Pokemon would have taken yet another
Scattered
year.
all
I know
over
they
town
took
are
1 year,
wild zones.
and that's greedy. I know.
These areas are
The most
special environments
successful
where wild Pokemon can live
IP in the
comfortably,
fucking
even
world.
within the city.
They gotta release another product. They can
You
only
can
go
catch
so long
Pokemon
without
here.
releasing products. But I mean,
But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble,
Oh.
get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
yeah, I know that the Ash has been out of the anime
People
for a
and
while.
Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City.
I don't really
But
keep up to date with
When
Pokemon, the
night
show,
falls,
the anime, the
the
experience.
city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale. Trainers await
Wasn't
in
that
battle zones.
that Fire Chimp from Black and White voted out of every Pokemon
spotted,
ever
they'll
to
challenge
be
you to
the
battle.
single least favorite, or was it Pansage? It was one of those 3
Strike
elemental
first
type
before
monkeys
being
from
seen,
Black and
you'll
White
land a
was
surprise attack.
voted the least
During battles,
singular
using a
favorite
super
Pokemon
effective
of all
move at the
time.
right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
Wow, Z to A. Wow, look at
Trainers
that.
who reach the top
From
are
zero
set
to
have
hero.
a wish granted.
It's just like Xenoblade 3. Somehow, by the way, during the Pokemon Presents reaction that I did,
and
I
night
didn't even
are two
fucking
sides
realize
to
that this
Lumio
game's
City.
combat system is literally
Seems there are even
Xenoblade
more
3.
secrets waiting to be uncovered.
And more
What will
Xenoblade 2,
you
but
find
still.
on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Late 2020. That's definitely their November game, but
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the
You
aura
can just say that.
transforms between day
We already
and night.
know.
It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more
oh, what a
information in the future.
surprise. What month could it possibly be in?
Please take a look at this.
Hello
Mega
there.
Man!
The game you're about to see Boop. Doesn't have a very perfect story. Boop. But what it does have is
Holy
lots of
shit,
funny
I
little
thought
rhythm
this
games.
franchise was dead.
You wanna see?
Finally,
Boop.
I get what I deserve.
Just press the button to jump through the ring. Boop.
I've instantly recognized the sound effects to know that it's Rhythm Heaven.
It sounds easy,
Is it AI voice?
but the timing is super tricky. Boop. Maybe you could
Or is
try
it more
in
like
time
text
to
to
a rhythm.
speech? I have been begging for a Rhythm Heaven game ever since I did all those Rhythm Heaven streams.
In this game,
Bits and
you might do
Bops
almost anything, but you
It's
will
still
need to
gonna be
have
great, but I'm now excited for the future of Switch. For this game that will probably
You
take
might
me
even be able to play it with
10
your eyes
hours
closed.
to beat. If that. I know it seems
Get to the
obvious
rhythm with a brand new
because
entry
it's,
in the
you know,
Rhythm
a
Heaven
music
series,
game, but Rhythm Heaven, believe it or
Rhythm
not,
Heaven Groove.
nice name, has some of the best. What? Huh? What do you mean?
That
Next
was
year?
Rhythm Heaven Groove, a brand new
What?
entry in the Rhythm
How
Heaven
long
series.
are they fucking supporting this
It
goddamn
includes lots of
console?
music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku. What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear?
I was gonna say the music
you're
in this
looking forward to
franchise is genuinely some of the best music in any video game I've ever heard.
Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
But huh?
Please take a look.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one, freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want.
We are now telling you you
But
can't
what
do
if
that.
Digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards. Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
What, more efficiently doing like game sharing?
When purchasing the digital version of the game, it will be loaded onto your system as
I
a
just wanted
virtual
to
game
remind
card.
you that they're charging
you to play that
$70 for
title.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Your digital games
game
will
looked
be
like it
lined
was
up
running
as
at a
virtual
higher
game cards on a
resolution
dedicated
than it should have
management
been.
screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
What does that mean?
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second. Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want. Just as
This
if you had
doesn't seem like a
inserted
feature that
physical game
most
card.
people will be able to use, but it does seem
With
like a
virtual
good way to
game
share
cards,
your games
you can
with friends.
freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems.
Up to 2. Oh. Well,
Local
that's
communication with your second
small
system
steps.
is required, but only the first time.
So what if
You can
okay,
also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group
what if I
members.
sold the other Switch?
Connect to your family group member system via local
Is it
wireless
then
when you want to
forever
lend
not
a
able
game.
to link to a different
Choose
Switch?
the title you're lending and who you're lending it to.
I mean, you can kind of already do this on the
And you're
Switch.
done.
You just have
They
to
can
have
now
your
play on their
profile on
own
both
system.
Switches.
You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person.
Okay.
Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
Why not just
Making
let them
digital
have
games
it
even
as long
easier
as they
to
want it?
use. Virtual Game Card.
I mean,
The virtual game card feature lets you
like a
swap
half-step
games
solution
between Nintendo
to
Switch
their
systems,
problem.
as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems.
But yeah, I mean, the real
This
solution is just
feature
buy
is
physical,
planned to be
if this is
added
something you
via a
really care
system
about.
update in late April. Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Really? Didn't they say the show's gonna be 30 minutes? It's been 27 already. I guess Sizzle Reel, followed by DMCA Takedown, followed by... why is this game coming to Switch? No one likes this game. And then maybe we can get a little bit of, you know, just some indie games. I love, by the way, everyone was so fucking confident that Deltarune was going to be at this presentation, and I have no fucking clue why. Like, yeah, Toby Fox has like release the games on Switch, but like pretty sure dude's just gonna like release it when he wants to. He's not gonna. He doesn't need Nintendo to like promote the game for him. And like I don't know. Oh my God! Look at the frame rate on this one. Holy shit! That is so clearly an Animal Crossing New Horizons ripoff. Oh shit.
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier
Oh,
2
not
is
what I thought it
venturing
was.
on to Nintendo Switch. Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir,
Gustav.
and Will, the Explorer. Two heroes.
I mean,
whose
I'll
fates and
always support a
legacies
dude named
will
Gustav.
intertwine across generations in this epic RPG. Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to necessarily complain about remakes and ports coming to Switch.
Plus,
It's always nice
team
to
up
see
with
the
more
Switch
characters
just
in
get
battle.
more games. If you're concerned
And
about,
transfer stats
oh
to
my God,
allies
I
through the
want to know
parameter
what
inherited system.
the next greatest, like,
After
first
finishing
party
the main
release
story,
game
you can
that
test your
Nintendo
mettle
is
and
working
might
on.
against even more powerful
My gut
bosses.
reaction is wait 6 days
What
for the
histories
Switch
will you
2
uncover through the ages?
presentation. I'm assuming that's where it
Saga
mostly is going to
Frontier
be.
2 remastered.
But it's
launches
nice
on
to see
Nintendo
things
Switch
even if I don't
later
actually give a
today.
shit about them. Just like more games on the Switch is nice.
Monumental adventures await.
Especially considering like
Embark on
that
peaceful journeys.
mostly it
across this
seems like
series of
Switch 2 will be
beautiful puzzle
backwards
games.
compatible with
Wander through
most things on this
isometric worlds
system.
filled with
So
stunning
just if you
landscapes
get
to
something for the
manipulate,
Switch 1, it's
optical illusions to discover,
by extension
and
available for Switch 2.
mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her
And again,
quest
just
for
having a
forgiveness
game, like,
while outsmarting the enigmatic crow people.
Available on the Switch
A
itself,
different
like
journey
at least
awaits
for
in
me, the
Monument Valley
concept
2.
of like the portable
Guide
console is
Ro
still
in her
not lost on
adventure
me.
Through motherhood, as
Also,
she
this
and her
game looks really
child
neat.
unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters.
I'm actually
add-ons,
interested in
and
this one.
DLC.
I know I talked over it all,
The
but
first two Monument Valley
looks
games
good.
launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th.
I won't be able to get it day one because I'm in my
Pre-orders
fucking
begin
savings
later
era
today
right now.
on
But
Nintendo eShop. And help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light in Monument Valley 3, setting sail
somehow
on Nintendo
I've never
Switch
heard of this
this
series.
summer.
But they're up to their third game. Mario Golf! Wow. They got that. This isn't Mario Golf, but
A brand new
goddamn.
entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving
Ooh.
onto Nintendo Switch. Aim. Time your button press just right. And
I don't
take
know
your
why I
shot.
immediately jumped to Mario Golf. For some reason, I was like, oh,
Perform
that's the one
backspin,
Mario sports game we don't
side
have on the
spin,
system yet. And then I remembered,
other
no, we do
special
have a golf
shots.
game on here, and it's kind of bad.
In the single-player challenge mode, compete in tournaments and face off against a range of rivals to
Do you
become
think the golf
ultimate
community right
golfer.
now is just like
In Wacky
standing up
Golf,
in their
your
seats,
shots could get
shouting?
pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course.
I mean, it
Up
looks
to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally.
it looks sort
or
of
in
interesting,
online
but it
play.
also just looks like crusty, like
So just relax.
2007,
and get ready
like
to tee off. Everybody's
shovelware
Golf
almost.
Hot Shots lands on Nintendo Switch this year.
There's a lot of no release dates. Also, we're past 30 minutes.
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the fight against evil.
They didn't
Pair
say
up two
roughly.
heroes
They
from
said,
the roster
I
of
think
15,
approximately.
including the likes of the
Or
spectacular
around, no, they said
Spider-Man and
around
the ferocious
in the announcement.
Wolverine to
Around
take
30
on the
minutes.
challenge.
So what does that
From
mean?
close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for
Is this
an
a
amazing
new
array
game,
of
or is this an
possibilities.
old?
And swap between your team of 2 at any time.
Tony
Take
might like
advantage of
this.
your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play. The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Yep.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of
Do you
different
think this
superheroes.
guy knows anything
Next
of what he's saying?
is our last game announcement.
Okay.
Please take a look.
That's not Hollow Knight. What? Who farted? I know what this is.
How refreshing.
Look at him go. The frame rate, I don't know if it's a stylistic thing, but it's very low. I hope this is early.
Tomodachi Life. Living the dream.
I'm not losing my shit as much as some people will be for this, but cool.
Did you want to talk?
It's weird seeing the Mii's in like this cell-shaded art
Glad that
style.
was only a dream.
Now give me the Miitopia art style,
That
or
was
the
Tomodachi Life,
Mii
Living
maker.
the Dream. The first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
Yeah,
In the trailer, we saw
the
Mii
series
characters
that
living
has
on an
only 2
island
other
out at
games.
sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have? We hope you're looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'd say so. I don't.
Thank
Again,
you
I'm
for
not losing
watching
my shit
today's
over that,
Nintendo
but
Direct so
I
far.
know Austin is gonna lose his mind over that.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game.
What?
Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Oh, is this about to be about the fucking
Hello, I'm
movie?
Shigeru Miyamoto. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct. Since
welcome.
2011, Nintendo
Can I go to
Direct
bed?
has delivered Nintendo news directly to you.
Is this the last
And
direct?
now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch. Thank you all very much. We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly.
Huh?
This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
What?
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will
Suddenly
also be
Nintendo
delivering
remembered
all
that
sorts
they
of
can make
content
mobile
about
games,
Nintendo games
mobile
and characters
apps.
every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd,
6 days from now.
news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
Okay,
Nintendo
but
Today
like,
will be available to download on smart devices later today.
as cool as that is,
Anyone
like,
with a Nintendo
people
account
are
can
just
use the
gonna
app,
like
so please try it
write
out.
articles, make YouTube videos about whatever's there.
That's all
So
I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
I mean, I guess it's sort of, I don't know.
That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
It's neat, I guess. I
Thank you for
don't.
watching.
I don't know. Fine, I guess. Whatever. Sure. I mean, they have like a on the Switch itself. They have like, what is this? Mix of excitement and disappointment with the Nintendo Direct. Thanks, AI chat. Yeah. That was the Direct. Okay. Yeah, wow. That was like, there was that one chat member that said 3 out of 30. I'm going to round up to 3 out of 10. Worst show I've ever known. I mean, looking at this again, Prime is cool. Tomodachi Life for me is cool. Rhythm Heaven is probably the biggest thing for me. But underwhelming is a word I would use, yes. But what I will say is I wasn't really expecting this Direct at all. So like, to see that we're still getting more Switch 1 games is like And it's okay. Like the biggest thing I'm like blown away at is the fact that Rhythm Heaven has a 20 and Tomodachi Life has a 2026 release date on it. How are they just gonna push this console to be fucking 10 years old before it leaves the market, or are they like refusing to stop selling it until like Sony finally like stops finding more sold copies of the PS2 in their closet? Because every time Nintendo gets closer, Sony's just like, no, actually we found another 100,000 over here, you know, that was sold. Like I don't know, but saving my point to say 2 of them a bunch during the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Well, I'll try to remember to do that. I need to get my my sound effects back on my soundboard. I don't have that anymore. I need to find where that went. Someone in I'm looking at the YouTube chat. I'm not showing it on stream because often there are slurs, but someone said, "What do you mean no Smash?" Yeah, there's not going to be any Smash on the Switch one again. It was probably bait, but just like if you thought that that was going to happen, I'm sorry for you that you didn't get your wish. But yeah, Ultimate. Honestly, I don't even want another Smash Brothers on Switch 2. Like I'm still fine with Ultimate, and like if Ultimate can just get like a performance enhancing mode. Not that I mean that game runs really good, so I don't really even think I need that. But just yeah, so long as it's usable on Switch 2, that's fine. No, I'm good with that. Let Sakurai work on something else, please. I do like how Sakurai was just like interesting on Twitter, and then there was, as far as I'm aware, nothing here that was made by him. He's just, I guess that was just genuinely him being like, huh, because he's not really a Nintendo employee. He's outsourced. You know, he's a freelancer. So I guess that was just genuinely him being like, huh, okay. I'm gonna go quickly over the things that I actually give a shit about, and then we're gonna end stream because I want to go to bed. Don't give a shit about Dragon Quest. I'm sorry to say. The AI, Somnium, whatever, also don't care about. The Pac-Man thing, like, I'm interested, but not on Switch. I'd probably get that on PC. Let's see, what else was there? There was. My cat is here too. She's telling me that she's disappointed with the Direct too. It's okay. Story of Seasons. I'm pretty sure that was a new Story of Seasons game. Again, haven't played Harvest Moon / Story of Seasons since A Wonderful Life. So not really for me, but I know that there are the fans that are out there, so those people probably are happy. I'm not as big of a Pokemon nut as some, so I don't know. Like, I didn't comb over the Pokemon Presents trailer for ZA, so I don't know how much like new info was in that necessarily. But, I mean, game looks. I'll probably end up getting it because what I will say is I did really, really, really like Arceus. That is probably like. I mean no hyperbole behind this. That is probably my favorite Pokemon game. I haven't played a lot of them. I've played Yellow. I've played, was it Black or White? I don't remember. I think it was White. I played some of X, and I played all of Arceus, and that's kind of actually it as far as like the mainline stuff is concerned. And Arceus is debatably mainline at that, but I'll probably end up liking ZA. It's just I'll always be like, just look at Xenoblade X Remastered. I know. I can't shut up about Xenoblade. I know, but like, look at Xenoblade X Remastered. Look at how they managed to get that game running at a very nice 1080. Sure, it does some dynamic scaling here and there, but like that game looks fucking phenomenal. And like the whole world is like basically loaded all at once. And the load times for when you fast travel are like genuinely 17 seconds faster than it was on Wii U. Like the Switch is capable of making good games. And you don't even need a high budget behind it because Monolith isn't like nearly as a Goliath of a company as the Pokemon company is. So it's, for me, it's just disappointing because I know I don't need my Pokemon games to be the most beautiful games out there, but I know they could be doing better. And it's just disappointing. Well, I still like it, probably. If there's a Switch 2 enhanced version, I'll take it. I remember talking with Quinn at one point. Quinn is trash. And that's his username, by the way, for those who don't know him. And he was theorizing that there would be like a separate release for Switch 2. And like that, I don't think they're gonna do. Like they're not gonna do a separate card for Switch 2. I think, you know, if the Switch 2, I guess it just comes down to, does the Switch 2 do like performance enhancing mode, or does it really just like emulate them? Because like GameCube games on Wii, basically the Wii was a GameCube, so like I think it technically is emulating GameCube hardware, but like it has the same hardware in it, I think, so it doesn't really have to change much. It just locks out some of the things that are on the Wii, I think. So I wouldn't really say GameCube games get enhanced on Wii, but Wii games get bumped up to 720, I think. Like, not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not like a native 720, but it's like it's a 480 upscale to 720. So like, arguably that was enhanced, and then like DS games on 3DS get like basically nothing. I think they stretch the aspect ratio a little bit, but otherwise, you know, it's basically just running the same. So what I mean to say by all this is there's not a lot of precedent in the past for Nintendo to have backwards compatibility feature enhancement modes, but Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake from last year had code that detected a 4K mode, I think. And most recently, Xenoblade Chronicles X released last week, and that had a hidden 60 FPS mode locked away in its code. Both of which are inaccessible on Switch 1. And I don't believe there's any code suggesting that it's Switch 2 is why it's there, but like I'm pretty sure that's what we can infer from it. So I don't know. Maybe that stuff would get fully implemented with like just like a software patch once the Switch 2 is actually released. I don't know. But needless to say, if ZA looks bad now, I have hope that it could look better. But yeah, that's that. Otherwise, Metroid Prime looks fantastic. I love that. I guess I can show you what I'm actually looking at here. It's just, can I close the chat? No. Okay, we'll just do this. Yeah, Prime looks great. I love what I'm seeing of Prime. It's wild that we still don't have a release date on that. I guess it's nice to see it's coming this year after learning there are some Switch games coming out next year. This looks fantastic. This is already out, but like I want it, and I won't be able to get it right away, but like I'll probably get this on at some point on my own time. Rhythm Heaven looks fantastic. Wonder if we're gonna get Bits and Bops on Switch. I don't remember if that was like a stretch goal for them or if it's just Steam. This is also wild to me that this is a 2026 thing. Like, I don't know how much work actually goes into Rhythm Heaven, but like visually they're not that intense of games. So like, I guess they just need to develop new games. I don't know. Maybe the game would look a little better than what we're seeing here too.
In the Rhythm Heaven series.
But yeah, graphically it looks like Rhythm Heaven, you know? And it hasn't even been that long since the last WarioWare game, so I don't know. I'm ecstatic to see that. This feature is just like, okay. Like I said, you can kind of already do this on Switch, so just like the fact that they went through all this effort, and like I don't know how I feel about like the 14-day thing. Like after the 14 days are up, can I just give it back to them so they can keep playing it? Like they based to them, by the way, to show Xenoblade Chronicles 3 right here, but like you can't beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 in 2 weeks unless you have nothing else in your life. Same with Tears of the Kingdom. Well, that one I guess you could if you like beeline shit, but like these are big games that you're able to do this with. I mean, you can do it with any game, right? But like again, just like at that point, I don't know. I don't fucking know why you would want to do this. I'll watch some other people's reaction videos and then I'll be like, oh, wow, that's what it's for. And then realize I was a dumbass because I didn't consider that in the moment. But like on the surface, I'm just like, I don't really see the point. This I thought when they led with this first frame. Let me show you this here. When they led with this frame, genuinely, I thought it was another Animal Crossing. Like my gut reaction. I didn't say it out loud, but like I was like, "Huh? Really?" Because this looks strikingly like New Horizons. But that's Tomodachi Life. I can't believe it. That one guy on Twitter who said, I'm going to buy everyone a copy of Tomodachi Life if they like that post. He's got a lot of debt coming his way. Feel like that was probably bait anyways, but, you know, he's got a lot of debt coming his way. Living the Dream 2026. Wild. I mean, if you've never played a Tomodachi Life game and you're confused by this game's franchise, I know some people who are like they fucking despise this franchise because like the game itself is very much just like you don't do much except just kind of watch people and they be weird with each other. But like, I don't know, I like it. And you know what I do like? They got the fucking crusty ass, like, text-to-speech voices. I have my reservations when it comes to AI voices. I think there's a slight exception I make to that when it comes to, like, text-to-speech sounding things, where it's, like, it's clearly meant to sound robotic, and not like it's stealing someone's voice. So, that was always a funny quirk with the Tomodachi Life game on the 3DS. And there was one on DS too, but I never played that one because it was JP only, as far as I'm aware. I love how the dude in the direct called it a series when otherwise there was only one game for most regions of the world. Yeah, it's got its quirky design. The super bright cell shading is just like striking. I've never seen like a Mii game have this art style before, so I'll be curious to see how I end up liking that as the game goes on. And then again, if they implement the Metopia HD me creator where you can just get insane and I can just have a portrait of Mona Lisa like down to every last brush stroke as a me face, then like I'm all here. I'm here for it. But there you go. That's the Switch Direct. I guess I'll try to download that app, but it's probably going to be lagging servers, so I'm not going to worry about it right now, and instead I'll download it in like 3 days. But that's it. That's all I have for you. As far as I'm aware, I may be here for stream later today. As of right now, I'll say, yeah, count on me being here for Xenoblade, but considering I'm not getting to bed until like 11 p.m. or a.m. rather, I'd like to get some sleep, so it'll probably be a shorter stream if I do stream. Maybe I'll do Okami today. I don't know. But if you want to see more stream from me, stop by later. I'll start at like, I don't know, maybe 6:30, 7. And then we'll go maybe a little late. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to fucking see. But overall, yeah, this Direct was probably the single most underwhelming Direct for me personally in a few years. Not to say there wasn't any good announcements. There was plenty there, but I think some people hyped themselves out into oblivion, being like, "What, there's a Direct right now!" But I think the big stuff that they're really counting on is going to be next week on Wednesday. So I'll see you then. I'll be reacting to that live as well. So stop by then if you are interested. See ya.